Hello friends and welcome to the channel Signet. Today we are going to discuss about the USA government shutdown process. So this process definitely means that there is something going wrong with the way the USA government is functioning, but it definitely doesn't mean that there will be any re-elections planned in the coming near future. In USA government, shutdown tends to occur when the president and one or both of the chambers of Congress are unable to resolve disagreements over budget allocations before the existing budget cycle ends. This budget allocation is also known as appropriation bills, which needs to be signed by president to make it a law. The funding gap leads to suspending of federal agencies with non-essential operations. Since 1976, when the current budget and appropriation process was enacted, there have been 19 gaps in the budget funding, 8 of which led to federal employees being furloughed. A similar shutdown occurred on 20th January 2018 with President Donald Trump at office. On January 19, 2018, a bill failed to pass the Senate by 50-49, with the majority of Democrats voting no. Importantly, 5 Republicans also voted no in the Republican majority Senate. Senate Democrats insisted that the issue of immigration, specifically the funding of DACA, that is, Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, be addressed in the budget. Republicans, on the other hand, refused to be forced into the concession on the issue, saying that the deadline for DACA and immigration was not until mid-March. All attempts to hold a vote on solely the budget with assurance to address immigration as soon as the shutdown was lifted were unsuccessful. A stopgap that would fund the government for 4 weeks passed the House of Representatives. So guys, one of such shutdowns have occurred in 2013 as well under Barack Obama's presidency. It was due to political fights related to funding of Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, that was also known as Obamacare. The shutdown lasted for 16 days, and during the shutdown approximately 8 lakh federal employees were furloughed. Previous to this as well, there were shutdowns in 1995 and 1996. These shutdowns were the result of conflict between Democratic President Bill Clinton and the Republican Congress over funding for Medicare, education, environment, and the public health in 1996 federal budget. Government workers were furloughed and non-essential services were suspended. This shutdown lasted for a total of 27 days. In the first half, the furlough was for 8 lakh workers, while in the second half, the furlough was for 2,84,000 workers. So friends, in this shutdown period or furlough period, there is huge loss of GDP. This loss cannot be calculated as the data is not available since the employees do not report to work and there is no bookkeeping activity for this period. The shutdown comes to an end when the two chambers of the Congress are able to reach to consensus on budget allocations and appropriation bill is signed off by the President.